Hello everyone, it's Infinity Gamer here, and welcome to my news update where I'm going to cover the latest releases from Corvus Belli. I'm going to give a few updates on what's happening, what new products are coming, and some changes that we can expect to see over December, and recap a little bit of December. So, let's get into it. There's been quite a lot of activity from Corvus Belli over the last couple of months. Especially in November, and then obviously we've seen a few things that are coming in December and also had a sneak peek of stuff to expect in January. So, what have we got? Well, Corvus Belli have given us an update on the army builder. They have added Toha as a faction, which is fantastic, and they've also added some additional sectorials, so Steel Phalanx, Capu Kalik, Merovingian, Caledonia, Neoterra, and Acontissimento sectorials. Again, those familiar with this channel will know that I butcher every pronunciation, so those that know will know, and if you don't, probably look it up yourself because that's not how those are pronounced. That's great news. It means there's more flexibility. This also means that the Spec Ops have been... Sorry, that doesn't mean that, but it means that the Spec Ops has been also added to the sectorial chart download that we were all familiar with has also been updated on the website to reflect the new sectorials that have been added. This is great news. Corvus Belli obviously supporting the fans by making sure that all the factions and all the sectorials are prominent, which is great news. It means that we can basically go into 2021 with a very good showing in diversity in the armies. Another update that Corvus Belli have given us is Aristea Prime. So this is their multiplayer version of their fantastic game Aristea. I popped a link up the top for my review of the main Aristea game, which is not this new update. The Aristea game that I have is 2-player only. Still excellent, but Aristea Prime enables multiplayer setups, which is fantastic. I haven't seen this being played yet, so I'm not sure how it works with the 3 different players. Haven't had a look at the Corvus Belli video, but I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. I love the concept of Aristea, it's just not played as widely as I would like locally. I have had some offers from some mates to play and really need to take them up on that because it looks fantastic. Another update that Corvus Belli have given us is the ITS Season 12 pack. I'm very sad to not have seen a copy of this because it looks amazing. It may be one of the best ITS packs that, having looked back at some of the previous ones, I love this one. Obviously Pavati, I love the model, and also badges and updates. ITS Season 12 is looking interesting. I'm on the fence as to whether I'm going to do a separate video on it because I haven't had a chance to look at it fully, so I don't know if it's kind of worth a separate video, but there's a couple of interesting updates. One of the ones that I seem to have heard of and picked up is that limited insertion seems to no longer be a thing. So it was a thing in Season 11 and maybe beforehand, but definitely in Season 11, where if you only had one group with 10 units in it, you couldn't be affected by that stratagem ability to strip 2 regular orders from that pool. It doesn't look as though that's still a thing in 12, and that may be because there's only 15 orders available, and so they've kind of gone, well, there's no real point. But that's interesting. Again, haven't looked at everything in full, so need to update myself on that, but the pack itself looks amazing. I may get one myself, just because I think it's going to be cool. Corvus Belli have also announced a new partnership with Die Hard Dice for new faction-specific metal dice. I'm actually hoping to review a set of these in the coming weeks, so keep an eye out for that. I've never played with metal dice before, I've never seen them. I'm interested to see the quality, the caliber, and how they differ from the standard faction dice that came in when I bought Wildfire. So that's going to be exciting, keep your eye out for that. Check out Die Hard Dice if you fancy having a look at what they do. Defiance also seems to be being shipped at the moment, so depending on your pledge level and the country that you're in, orders seem to be being received at the moment. So if you did get on board that, keep an eye out and yours might be on the way. If you've already got it, jump in the comments and let us know what you think of it. It looks amazing. I love the models that are in there. I haven't seen much about the game and I wasn't able to do an early review of Defiance unlike some other channels, so I'm not entirely sure on the gameplay, but it looks cool. I'm very sad that I missed out on that, but I was a bit too young into Infinity when that was being done, and it was quite a big commitment at that stage, and I wasn't sure if I was going to like Infinity. So sorry that there's not going to be any Defiance content from me for the foreseeable future. I'm very sad to have missed out on that, to be honest. Tags have just been launched for Code 1 and obviously then for N4 as well, because you can use them in both. I have my hands on a Zeta for the O12, so I'm very excited to build that and get that into the game. I'm not sure how it's going to play long term, but very excited. Love the look of the Blue Wolf, which is the Yu Jing one. That looks fantastic. Obviously the cutter looks cool as well, and the Sphinx. I might lose cool points to the Blue Wolf, but definitely will probably be on the table quite a bit because the Sphinx is a great unit profile. I haven't actually had a look at the Blue Wolf, or I'm not that familiar with Pano for the cutter to know how good that is, but Pano player seems to like the cutter, so I assume it's really good. But that is looking backwards. Now let's look forwards. So December releases, we have seen Fat Yan Yan limited Christmas release, obviously with Christmas socks. He's an interesting character, this guy. There's some rumours, someone picked it up and put it in the comments, that one of the presents on the back of this dude looks like it might say Rem Racer, which obviously hints towards another game that might be coming out that has been talked about in the background, but I've got nothing to confirm that. That's pure speculation at the moment. Nothing but unfounded rumour milling. The O12 Booster Pack Alpha, as I mentioned, I have got that on order. The Combined Army Booster Pack Alpha, which also looks seriously cool. The Hack Islam Action Pack, which is the new starter set for Hack Islam, if you're looking to get into that. I like the fact they're calling them action packs instead of starter sets, because I think starter sets gives you the perception that they're great for beginners, but might not necessarily be very competitive or very usable when you get to proper play, as opposed to the Infinity Action Packs, which are great for beginners, but they are also going to last you a long time and be excellent when you actually want to play slightly more competitively. Then there's the Equip Mirage 5, which is a great looking model. I think Luxumbra have done a bigger version of this for you painting fanatics. It's not quite usable on the tabletop. This is the tabletop usable version. All of these are coming out in December, mid to late December. Should be there just in time for Christmas presents, so yay for that. We have Jaith Cutthroats coming for Combined Army. We've got Pano Booster Pack Alpha. We've got a Yu Jing Booster Pack Alpha. We've got a Aleph Operations Action Pack. So that is a great starter set if you're thinking about getting it into Aleph. We also have John Hawkwood, who is a Merc officer, and Tunguska Cheer Killers, which is great to see. So then, looking even further ahead to February, we have Uxia McNeil with Assault Pistol. No pictures of that, just a MSRP TBD and a reference number for that. We also have Ada Swanson, a Submondo Smuggler with a submachine gun. That's an interesting one that appears in quite a few factions, so that'll be interesting to see what that looks like. Naga Haka, probably pronounced Nagas, but yeah, my pronunciation's all over the place, we all know this. Combined Army Booster Pack Beta, which obviously builds off the Alpha one that's coming out in December. Salvora Technopole Scenery Expansion Pack, which could be quite cool. That might be building on the Coldstrom set, but I'm not sure on that. Again, without images and just off a name, not a lot for me to go on. And then the O12 Booster Pack Beta, which there's lots of speculation as to what that could be about. Manu on Facebook rightly pointed out that it's probably going to be a Code 1 support pack, which means it's probably going to have a variation on some existing models that we've seen, maybe the Beta Trooper, something like that. I don't know if it's going to have N4 exclusive models in there. I hope it does, because I'm missing a couple of models that I play regularly, like the Raptor, and obviously the Sidebot for the Lawkeeper. I'd love those to come out as models, but probably won't happen because those are N4 only, not Code 1. I'm also going to show you the Season 11 tournament rankings. So these are the top Infinity players in the globe. Obviously the tail end of Season 11 was a little bit hit by COVID, and I'm especially proud because there's actually 3 Kiwis in this list, and one of them I actually had the pleasure of playing against at our New Zealand tournament, Intelcom, and drew against him, which isn't a indication of my abilities at all. Just probably I was the first game of the day and he might not have had his coffee yet, because he is an excellent player. And then 2 others from New Zealand as well, which is fantastic. And now obviously what I'm hoping for is that Season 12, which is the one that's just started with the ITS Season 12 pack, will be a bit more of a normal season. You know, fingers crossed for vaccines and tournaments to start up again. Obviously, Corvus Belli have announced previously that they're not going to be supporting any satellite events for the foreseeable future, which is understandable. So who knows what that will mean in the long run. But anyway, that is my brief news update on everything that's happening in the world of Infinity. This is the December edition, just giving you an insight as to what's happening around the world from Corvus Belli and other places as well. If you've got anything that you think I missed, anything that you'd like to see in future news segments, I do feel like there might be a place for this to be a fairly regular feature. Just, let me know what you think would be beneficial, what you'd like to see more of, what you're less keen on. Look out for my next video and I'll catch you then. Thanks for your support. Bye.